Welcome back. I'm a Tomboy and this is my reaction channel. Today we have on tap SpongeBob Conspiracy Theory number 4, Patrick's Dark Secret. Well, Chanel, I ain't watched SpongeBob in a long time, so we're gonna see what's going on with the old Starr. Now this is number 4. I haven't watched the other ones. I haven't watched 3, 2, or 1, so I guess we'll have to watch that some other day if you guys like this one. So I don't know what this is going to entail. I really don't know. But you know what we are going to do? We are going to get into this right now.
So we all know Patrick Starr, famous for being SpongeBob's best friend, having some cool
since the beginning
pants, and let's be honest, being dumb.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
I wonder why they gave him that, made him like that type of character. I mean, I feel like every TV show has that type of character, but I wonder, why? Why is it the stereotypical character?
I mean, he's so dumb that the creators of the show decided that he should live under a rock, which is a metaphor for being dumb. But
yes, lots of metaphors.
What if I told you that Patrick isn't as stupid as you might think?
It's a gimmick!
What if I told you that Patrick was really an extremely smart
Not this face. Not the face he making right now.
supervillain that was suffering from memory loss? Wait. That can't be true.
Oh, wait a minute.
Right? Well,
what is
let me explain.
Patrick is smart.
So before we dive too deep into this theory, we have to figure out if Patrick is even smart. It's easy to say no because of moments like in the episode The Card, where Patrick doesn't even know how to count.
3, 4. What's gonna happen next? 5? This book's good. I'll
He said this book's good.
take it.
But strangely,
What was that black fell out belly button lint?
throughout the show, there are moments when Patrick actually seems intelligent.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Like, they just put that on you out of nowhere.
For example, in the episode Squidtastic Voyage, when SpongeBob and Patrick get trapped inside Squidward, Patrick comes up with a plan to get out of Squidward that even surprises Sandy, who's a scientist.
We could filter the CO2 through our ballast tanks, refire the engines, and ride the shockwave out of here.
Like, how he even know those words if he's supposed to be so dumb?
Wow.
Right.
But the strange thing is, even when Patrick is smart, it doesn't last long.
What's his beep beep?
Take this scene for example in the episode Copy Bob Ditto Pants.
About Ditto Pants. I never heard of that
is
one.
but a walking shadow.
So it's safe to conclude that Patrick does have some moments of intelligence, but the
And why
question
did he
now
pop
is,
up out of nowhere wearing glasses and then sometimes you know what? Let me not say that because I wear glasses and I don't have them on half time, which I need to.
why don't these moments
dog,
last?
look how he
Why does it
ate
seem
the
like
cup and
Patrick can be
everything.
smart one moment and then dumb again the next? Well, I think I might have the answer.
Patrick's head. Oh no, he hit me with an ad. Come on now. Get your coins though.
So for
Get
this
your
next
coins.
part, we're going to have to dive into the biology of a starfish.
Oh snap, we're going to the actual biology of a starfish.
Starfish have a really cool ability to regrow their limbs if they ever get hurt.
You know, leopard geckos can do that too.
Of course, with Patrick being a starfish, he has these
This man
abilities
done ate his
too.
own hand.
In the episode Karate Starr, we see Patrick tear off his hand, only to grow a new one in its place moments later.
I'm pretty sure it takes a lot longer than that, but it's exaggerated.
This is an important detail, because in the episode Patrick Smart Pants, Patrick loses his head and replaces it with a piece of brain coral. However, even though he wears the brain coral for over a week, his body doesn't grow a new head to replace the old head he lost. This must mean that Patrick's head is artificial and isn't part of his body. And there's actually a lot of proof for this theory.
What?
For example, in the episode Sing a Song of Patrick, when Patrick tries to think, we see that his brain is made of cogs, just like a machine and not a real brain. And in the episode The Secret Box, we can see sparks flying from Patrick's
They saying Patrick a robot? Let me listen a little more closely.
brain, like a malfunctioning computer when he becomes confused. So it's clear to see that Patrick's head isn't real and that he's wearing a high-tech prosthetic. But now the question is, why would Patrick be wearing a prosthetic head?
Right.
Who made this head? And could this head be an explanation for Patrick's random moments of smartness? So far, we've established that Patrick shows moments of being smart, and we've also established that Patrick's head is a prosthetic. But how do these two things relate? Well, the answer lies in the episode Patrick Smart Pants. In the episode, SpongeBob and Patrick are jellyfishing when Patrick falls down a cliff and loses his head. SpongeBob mistakes a piece of brain coral for Patrick's head and screws it onto his body. This makes Patrick suddenly
But how does the brain coral have clogs in it in the beginning anyway? Like, how does the brain coral just magically have clogs in the plug?
become super smart, even outsmarting Sandy by doing complex math problems. But the side effect of Patrick's newfound intelligence is that he can't be friends with SpongeBob because he doesn't enjoy the same things as SpongeBob anymore. This results in Patrick deciding to put his old head on, becoming dumb again to stay friends with SpongeBob. This episode
So this random piece of coral in the middle of the ocean had some cogs and intelligence in it.
marks the first time in the show when Patrick starts showing signs of
He
being
didn't even grow a beard and some hair.
smart, and I don't think that's any coincidence. I believe that the brain coral that Patrick puts on was actually his old supervillain head. This would explain why Patrick suddenly becomes so mean to SpongeBob,
Oh, that's crazy.
Sandy, and Squidward for no reason. Because when he puts on the head, he becomes evil. It would also provide a theory that Patrick gave up being a supervillain so he could be friends with SpongeBob, creating a new head to forget about his old life, so that he would never risk losing SpongeBob again.
So he just tossed the old one just out randomly.
It would also explain why Patrick has random moments of being smart, because he's experiencing memory loss after he switched heads. Sort of like how Dory in Finding Nemo can still remember small things with her memory loss. Patrick remembers being smart at times, explaining the random smart statements he makes. But
Yo, this is crazy.
if Patrick really is a supervillain suffering from memory loss, shouldn't he still have superpowers?
Okay. Well, not all villains have superpowers. Not all superheroes have superpowers. Look at Batman. The man literally said his only superpower is being rich.
Throughout the show, if you look closely, Patrick has been shown to have various superpowers. One of the main superpowers Patrick displays is super strength. In
That is true.
various episodes, you can see him lifting up his rock with no trouble at all. He also lifts roads and beats people in arm wrestles. In the episode Karate Starr, we even see that he has a very strong karate chop, which has the power to destroy buildings. Another superpower that Patrick has is super speed. In the episode The
I never put all of this together. That's crazy.
Great Patty Cake,
Well, I was a lot younger when I was watching this. I mean, sometimes I get a little inkling and be like, oh, I want to watch some SpongeBob. A couple of minutes, maybe, when I'm bored. But I never put all this together any other time. This is crazy.
we see that Patrick is able to run faster than a moving train. In the episode Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 5, we also see that Patrick has the ability to stretch himself like elastic. And let's not forget, Patrick is also shown to be very smart throughout the show.
Man.
So with
Mr.
all these
Fantastic.
superpowers, like most superheroes out there, Patrick gets super hungry using so much energy. This could explain why Patrick is seen eating so much food. However, he isn't that overweight. I mean, in the episode What's Eating Patrick, we see Patrick eat
And
1,000
this man inhaled like 50 Krabby Patties.
Krabby Patties, and yet he doesn't get fat. So now that we've established that
Nah, I don't know about that one there, cause what's the man name? What's the man name? Matt Stoney. Matt Stoney is skinny as a stick, and this man inhales food like it's nobody's business.
Patrick does have superpowers, I'm going to explain why Patrick isn't a superhero, but rather a supervillain.
Even Katina Eats Kilos. I think that's what it is. I think that's what her channel name is. Katina Eats Kilos. I think her name is Katana. I think Cause she's with what's his name? He eats a lot of food too. Randy. I think his name is Randy. Now Randy got pretty big and he lost the weight, went on his sexification journey. But she doesn't look like she gaining weight at all either. The dreaded Patrick. Oh, he hit me with
Lucid
another
Chart
ad.
makes intelligent diagramming easy and helps your best
coins,
ideas
bro,
become
I
real.
understand.
So the question now is, how do we know Patrick is really a supervillain and not a superhero?
Okay.
Well, one of the most obvious signs is Patrick's interaction with Mermaid Man. Every time Patrick visits Mermaid Man with SpongeBob, Mermaid Man starts randomly screaming evil. This appears to just be a funny gag, but why would it just happen when Patrick is around? Is there something Mermaid Man knows that we don't? In the episode, SpongeBob meets the Strangler. When Patrick is accused of being the Strangler,
Man, mustache always got me.
instead of denying it, he instead says,
For all we know, he could be the Strangler. I'm the Strangler? No, I should have known!
that's a bit strange if you ask me, especially if you're being accused of being someone evil. But these are just minor moments. The real proof comes from the SpongeBob video game titled Nighty Nightmare.
When did that come out?
The game is set inside Patrick's dream, where he believes he is a superhero trying to save Bikini Bottom from a villain known as,
those
wait
graphics.
for it, the dreaded Patrick.
Boy, those
Now take a
graphics.
second to think about what this says about Patrick's subconscious.
This man suit.
Patrick is a hero who needs to save the city from himself. Is this Patrick getting flashbacks to his old villainous life? And if you need any more proof, the dreaded Patrick's evil lair turns out
This
to be
man got a vacuum like Ghostbusters.
Patrick's own house. Patrick clearly sees himself as a villain in this dream, and I believe that's because he truly was a villain,
Face
but
again.
became so evil that he lost his best friend SpongeBob. So using his smart skills, he made a new head for himself
smart
that would
skills.
allow him to forget about his evil past and keep his friendship with SpongeBob. He must
I
have
know they feel the breeze.
discarded his villainous head with the brain coral, and that's why Patrick changed so much when he put it back on, pushing SpongeBob away again. So that's why by the end of the episode, he chooses to return to a dumber version of himself to save his friendship with SpongeBob, just like he did when he was a supervillain. But hey, do you believe this theory? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, all you cool jellyfish. Don't forget to subscribe,
cool
and make sure to
jellyfish.
check out my previous
Alright, listen. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I never thought about all of that like that. I was just a young little kid. Watch SpongeBob. I never put two and two together. And you know what? They always coming out with these things, conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and showing you, talking about with the how ruin your childhood type of memes and stuff, and it be some crazy stuff. So you know what? Who's to say he wasn't a super villain? Who's to say he was? I don't know, cause the Ninja's brother, you made some pretty good points that done blew my mind. But I got 1,000 questions. But I guess we'll watch some more of the theories on here, and we'll see some more interesting stuff. But that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. That is. My link for my social media is in the description below. If you like this video, please subscribe and watch some of my other videos. And that's it. Peace, 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 peace.